We continue this segment with a look at the upkeep of facilities, along with the reasons why not many want to be curators.
In the earlier segment, you heard about the cost and how to maintain a proper playing surface. Now you'll hear what is the best type of grass to maintain on a football field. According to Dalton Brown, the Bermuda grass is the best, but there are others.
You might have another one that is common in Jamaica, which is it's called Ziza. Some people call it carpet grass. It can be used on football fields, but the problem with it is that it grows very slowly, naturally. While the Bermuda is aggressive, if you cut it down and you water and fertilize within days, it will respond. And the more you cut it, while the Ziza, while it is tougher, if you have an issue, it will grow at a very slow rate. The only field in Jamaica that I know of that has a lot of Ziza is St. Elizabeth Technical. And I think it just took over and they decided to maintain it. So, but 95% of the time, it's Bermuda grass, just like what is on the golf course. You clip the top. It starts sending out some new shoots continuously, because all of these joints have the potential to be a new plant. Right? So the more you cut the top, the more it will we call it tillering. It does send up new tillers. And it will send it up from the top of the plant and also from the roots under the bottom. So that's how you get the field to be, as people say, a thick field. Because once you cut it, it continually keeps on sending the tillers up. On a field, we'll do this, we're called top dressing. And a top dressing on a field is just we'll use sand, a particular type of sand. So we spread it on the field, and it will help to fill out some of the low gaps, some of the lower areas. Because remember now, on a football field, people, boots, when the time is wet. So top dressing is a very critical part.
For the golf course, there are pros and cons.
The Bermuda is great for a golf course. However, the challenge is that in order to keep it solely Bermuda, the weeds penetrate Bermuda a lot easier. And it requires a lot more nutrients, a lot more fertilizer, etc. So the Bermuda is actually probably the more expensive side. Zoysia, to get the grass itself, is more expensive. However, it doesn't require as much sunlight. It can grow in shady areas, and it's great at eliminating weed penetration. So meaning, once you lay that Zoysia out, the chance of a weed coming through that we don't want is less.
And then you must have the know-how of cutting grass and what machinery to use and why the bushwhacker should be nowhere near a football field.
If we cut in the highway, we use a bush cutter. A lawnmower mowing is a grooming and a cutting. So the lawnmower, the basic lawnmower, is what they call a rotary, where it spins on a horizontal plane and it has cutting edge that cut the grass. And on the golf courses now, or on the fields that the national stadium, they have what they call a reel mower. It actually cuts the grass like a scissors, where it clips. So the grass is not traumatized. The grass is basically, it's not stressed. And on top of that, there's also another rule, another basic rule once you do turf management. We should not really remove more than 1/3 of the grass. So if the grass is 3 inches, you're only supposed to cut off 1 inch, just 1/3. So that's not a good machine to use. You're actually ripping the grass out, because the action it's actually a physical force.
To maintain a proper field, you will need a good curator, otherwise called a groundsman. But it's a job being frowned upon by those who don't see it as a glamour job.
It was a little disheartening that a young man on Wednesday said that young men really don't want to get into the groundsman field because they really feel as if they're not looked on as being important. And that was sad, because groundsmen and curators, it is a very highly technical skill. And if they are given the opportunity to elevate and given the resources, they can, they're a very, very important part of this whole sports field.
We are very fortunate here at the Sandals Upton Estate in that the grounds department genuinely love what they do. And as you know, as we know with anything, if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. The hard part, obviously, is the training, the expertise, finding people who are genuinely interested. If you're interested, that's 90% of the battle. But if you're doing it just for the money, then yes, it may seem repetitive.
But training is available for those who are interested in making it a profession.
The course is now online, obviously. If they're unable to go to the United States to get some further education at university. But there are a lot of online courses where they can go to. I know Hart in Ebony Park has a program in turf, but a lot of the young people tend to go more into agriculture after that, more than into the sports field. Now, is it the same because of what the young man said? The sports fields are not really lucrative, but there are a lot of education opportunities there, and we would be only too happy to try and find out the best ones, those that might be interested in furthering their education.
Still to come, the Red Brigade say no more to drought as water arrives at Collie Smith Drive.